and good day. This is Dr. Peter with a weekly outlook. The collapse of the 60th largest bank in the United States is a strong reminder of the fragile financial system we live in and how important it is to protect your assets and to not put all eggs in one basket. I try to explain to my clients and students that if you lose 6 of your private assets, you should split them into at least 10 different investments and make sure that you can live on the remaining 4. We live in a decade where it is less about building larger fortunes, but more about securing fortunes. Safeguarding means the following: to protect against inflation and the access of third parties. Those who ignore these facts will lose their assets exactly due to these 2 aspects. Inflation causes a silent expropriation, and if this is not happening fast enough for the state, then they will directly access the assets of the people. Since access and movements of cash have been artificially impeded, people have their assets mainly in commercial banks where it can be taken away at any time. And once people have no money in their hands, they lose their independency, thus being at the mercy of the government and its owners. At the moment, we are seeing a broad attack on the crypto world, which was foreseeable and expected. Believe me, in business and in relationship, it's all about trust in the end. Once trust is shaken, you usually never recover from it. If you want to get rid of a good up and coming politician, you simply frame him for a dirty affair. And even if this turns out to be a fake after a few weeks, trust in this man is destroyed, even if everyone knows that his slander was fictitious. This is because how our brain works. It will only remember negative events but not the man's good deeds. Now you make sure that cryptocurrencies cannot be trusted, with one exception, of course: the government issued and monitored cryptocurrencies that we'll see soon. I don't have to explain to anyone here that all of governments of the world have the greatest interest in controlling their citizens to ensure that no one steps out of line, remains a wage slave for life, and ensures the needs of the non-productive part of society. So the aspirations of governments are understandable. This can be counteracted by re-establish healthy relations, namely that those who produce values and actually work are once again those who earn the highest income, and vice versa. And no society have a problem with paying 10% of its exponent to take administrative takes. So you see that total rebalancing is urgently needed, and it is quite possible to establish a society in which 95% of all people are doing very well. I only keep monitoring this because I don't want to give the impression that there is no alternative to the current development. What we are currently witnessing is that the criminals of our time in the government of the United States and Europe have decided to burn down the scene of the crime to cover their tracks, no matter how many people have to bite the dust in this process. I believe that this disaster can be averted simply by no directing energy towards it, because everything we ignore withers away. So we should turn away from war, armaments, politics, weapons, all kinds of hatred and slander, and turn to love and understanding, cooperation and trade, and devote our time to family and the education of our children. Whatever will be happen, croesus-asset management continues to stoically plot along fulfilling this mandate, which is exponential progressive wealth accumulation and decentralized blockchain-backed asset protection. Stay well informed. Visit our website, become part of the croesus family. I look forward to meeting you. Yours sincerely, Dr. Peter Reinhardt.